Cadma from Bitten TV in conjunction with 24/7 Ink Magazine. I know you guys were expecting a radio station, but not this time. Sorry, Mark. Doing a shout-out combination of interviewing Ink Master. Now I'm going to call you Ink Master because I think you're absolutely doing fabulous. And I saw this. I've been watching this guy while he's been tattooing him. He's been like on his cell phone. I mean, I have 3 tattoos, so like this is a comfortable situation. I'm like, I've never had the urge to take out my cell phone. This is how I know he's good. His name is Christian Masot. A wonderful, wonderful artist. So you're gonna get questions from Bitten TV as well as from 27 Ink Magazine.
Awesome.
So, okay, so now we're down to the crazy Bitten questions. And my questions are always weird.
Let's hear
but since you brought up martial arts, what background?
So I started doing karate, judo, and jiu-jitsu at like 14 years old.
Nice.
And I did that actively for about 22 years. And then I switched at that point to Brazilian jiu-jitsu and did that until about like a year and a half ago. So like it was really cool to kind of like move around in those fields. I mean, if you've never done martial arts, you should definitely try it. So.
I've done Shotokan and I switched over to Kung Fu.
Whoa! All right.
That's why as soon as I hear it,
look out, guys.
What do you have?
I love martial arts.
It is. It's a very beautiful, beautiful dance form.
It is. Very cool.
Okay, so have you ever had to do an awkward tattoo, or at least something you thought was awkward? You're like, okay.
Yeah.
So what was your most awkward tattoo?
There are some weirdos out there. And you weirdos, you guys know who you are. You guys come up with crazy ideas. I've never every day I come in, I'm like, oh geez, what's it gonna be? And the weirdest tattoo I can ever think of was Marilyn Monroe in an electric chair. Don't ask. That's like the weirdest one that I've done.
Okay.
I don't get it, man. Marilyn Monroe. And it was not like, hey, this is gonna be the way it ends up. It was like, hey, this is what I want a tattoo of. Marilyn Monroe in an electric chair. And it was like, oh jeez. All right, you know?
Okay.
Second creepiest one was a baby zombie. Yeah, that was really weird because I'm like, dude.
I'm trying to think if maybe there's a movie reference, but I can't find anything. And I'm like, no, I can't find
I think you're giving this guy too much credit. It was a baby zombie, a creepy baby zombie. I was like, ugh.
At least now I know that you can make creepy zombie babies as well as Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah. I mean, that was. I think it was all within the same month. 2 different people.
They were like, hey, you go check this guy. He did my weird tattoo. Like, oh, great, we got a place to go.
It's like, where'd you find him? GrossTattoos.com. He took out an ad.
So, what is something that you've always wanted to tattoo, but you have not gotten the chance to do?
Oh my God, I will tattoo Star Wars tattoos until the end of time. If people came to me for Star Wars tattoos, I would wish I could just do a career based on Star Wars and superhero tattoos. If you guys have ideas, let me know. I'm ready for it.
He's ready. Make sure you guys get Chewbacca, whatever you guys can do.
Yeah. That's my jam. Anything like really like pop culture tattoos is really what I would love to kind of just do with the rest of my career. I love doing traditional style tattoos like Japanese tattoos and realistic tattoos, but pop culture stuff is just awesome. You know.
Great. And that means my next one I'm coming to you. Sorry,
nice.
Mom. Let's see. And so you have tattoos.
Yeah.
Which one of your tattoos is the most meaningful one?
Oh wow. So my right.
My questions are just as good as Steve.
Yeah, your questions are good. You have good questions. So my right sleeve was done by 2 of my idols in the tattoo industry, Joe Capobianco and Eric Merrill. And these guys were the guys who I really wanted to model my career after. Just, I mean, they sum up all the stuff that we talked about, the pop culture, the color, everything. These guys just nailed it. And when I was starting out, this is who I wanted to be. So I was able to have them both work on the same sleeve and kind of split it half and half. And it has like different pieces, represent different parts of my family. I have an angel, I have koi, I have some flowers, and they all like stand for different people. So it's really cool.
So wicked.
Yeah, it's a cool one. It's a cool one.
Now, when you're working with your clients, what is the most important experience that you want your clients to have?
I just want everyone that I tattoo to feel like I want them to know that they're my top priority while I'm tattooing them, and that really that I want them to have like a really first-class experience. I want them to know that they're getting 110% of me when I'm tattooing them. And I just want, the reason why I opened this studio is because this studio is not a place where you feel like a number. I want this studio to be a place where when you come here, you feel like it's your place, right? So it's like when you're here, like this is my spot, you know what I mean? It's like your VIP, you know? So like that's the main thing I want people to know when I tattoo.
Okay.
Do you feel that way?
Absolutely.
Imagine it was like,
Like, I don't know, like,
Yeah.
the camera can see, but we're like,
Yeah.
But I can say that you have accomplished it because the other tattoo shops that I've been to, I love my tattoos. I thought they were great, but then when I walked into here, it was a whole other different feeling.
Thank
Like,
you.
Whoa,
so
like
much.
this is not like, okay, can I have number 57 on my back? Like, I feel like that. I'm like, this
Yes,
is awesome.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's just that was it was always like a place where I wanted to make this place like a place that I would want to go to get tattooed. You know, so it's like, thank you. That really means a lot to me.
So for your personal next tattoo, what do you think your next one would be?
Ooh, so for my next tattoo, I really have this like obsession with like black like ravens and crows, and I want to get a raven tattoo really bad, and I just don't know what style I want to get it in or who I want to have do it, but I definitely want to get. Yeah, I think that's gonna be my next tattoo, and then I think I'm just gonna kind of start getting just fun tattoos for a while, you know, just kind of like fun ones, you know, like little Star Wars and superhero tattoos, and then you know, just have a little fun with it, right? So I think that's where I'm going next.
Ooh. So now we have to check out now we have to check out for the next sleeve.
Yeah.
So I have to ask you, what is the longest tattoo you have ever done?
Oh man. So there are some tattoos that feel like forever. There's the longest session that I've ever done at once is 9 straight hours, from start to finish, 9 straight hours. And I know some people have gone longer than that, but I mean, it's long. 9 hours is a day. From like, imagine having a 9 to 5 job, and from the time you start to the time you leave, you're tattooing. It's crazy. That's the longest I've ever tattooed straight, but the longest accumulative tattoo I've done on a person would probably be a full body suit where he has like 100+ hours on it. Yeah, tattoos. Yeah, it's a lot.
How do you stay awake to even get that done?
So these guys just like lock into the zone. Some people, I mean, I have people that fall asleep when they get tattooed.
Okay, I've done
It's
that.
crazy. You have? Oh my
Yeah.
God. So you know how we do it then?
The one on my upper arm, that was when I was falling asleep. The only one that was actually painful was the one on my back, because half of it was comfortable and the other half was kind of close to my spine, so I was kind of like dozing out, and then I'm like wake up like, oh, stabbing pain, stabbing pain. Oh,
Yeah.
relax, stabbing pain, stabbing pain.
Oh my God, yeah. So you know what it's like. I mean, I feel like after a few hours, if the person is, I gotta go by the person. Some people can sit for like hours on end. Other people around like 4 or 5 hours. Man,
I
they
can barely
shut
sit still in the makeup
down.
artist chair.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, ink me, I'm done. All right, I'm out. Good, thank you.
It's hard. It's hard. You know, a lot of people. It's like until you get that first buzz, a lot of people don't realize what they're getting themselves into.
Yes, I've seen it with a couple of people. They get tattoos they really regret, and I always warn them,
Oof.
pick something that means something to
Yeah,
you.
Right. It's the best advice.
So, speaking of advice, do you have any advice you want to give out to our viewers? Of course, we're going to let them know where to find you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Because I'm coming here for my next one. My mom's just going to have to deal with it.
Yeah, bring her. No, I'm joking.
She'd cry.
Watch it happen. I'd say, so advice as far as getting tattooed, I would say make sure that whoever you go to, you're picking an artist that understands your expectations in the tattoo, right? Make sure that the person that you're picking to do your next tattoo is capable of doing the work, whoever it is, right? And that's not to say that people are not capable. If you go to a person who typically does one style and bring them a different style, you don't want to be the first person they're trying to style on. So I would say when you're doing research for a tattoo, make sure you know what the person does. Make sure that you are, of course, in a good, clean environment, and make sure that your artist understands your expectations and that you guys are on the same page. That's the best advice I can give for a tattoo.
Please do, guys, listen, because it's very important.
Super important. Yeah.
Not everything's an etch and sketch.
Yeah.
So I do have one other closing second segment that I did want to focus on. So Cheech, how did you guys meet? What's the background story?
Yeah, so
She's so cute. Like, look at her. She's so cute.
Awesome.
Hi.
Yeah. So, Cheech and I met through a friend, a mutual friend, and we kind of met a couple years ago, and we kind of, we hit it off, but we were like friendly. When I started moving into this area, we had connected because she lives in this town. So we kind of said, hey, maybe we could do some work together, and we talked about her working at the shop, and then from there we realized we have a really good working relationship where we kind of like bounce off each other's energy. We work really good creatively with each other, right? And it's awesome, and it's just kind of blossomed into that. And now Cheech is learning how to tattoo, and she's apprenticing, and she's really learning more about the industry. So it's been really great, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so now that you're the apprentice, what is that like being his student?
So like Christian said, when we first met through one of our friends at a tattoo convention, and I was like, oh my god, like who's this dude with these grand, like colorful, crazy paintings and the cool hair? I'm like, he's cool. And I'm like, I gotta follow him on like Instagram. And then I see him again at a convention. I hear great things about him. And then I realize how nice this guy is. Why? Because he remembers my name the next time I see him. And that's like a big deal.
That is a very big deal.
I know. First of all, he could have tattooed someone from I don't know, 10 years ago, and he'll be like, hey, what's up, Kyle? How's that koi fish holding up? And I'm like, how do you remember Kyle with the koi fish? And so, that being said, we just, became friends. And then I moved to Jersey City from Belleville, which is, 20 minutes away. And I knew Christian was going to be opening a shop. So, forget it. I was like, okay, between his talent and where he's gonna locate, I'm like, I gotta be it. I have to check it out. I have to work with Christian. So luckily enough, he was like, yeah, come on board, and I started to do stuff for the shop, manage, and I was so nervous. I was like, can I take on this responsibility? And then it turns out that we have the same exact sense of humor. The coffee shop owners around town think we're brother and sister.
Yeah.
They're like, how's your brother?
Yeah.
I'm like, he's great. And then we would prep our day or begin our day with watching old 80s kung fu movies.
Oh, yeah.
And laugh.
That's a great way to start.
I recommend everyone do that. In life, whatever you have going on that day, start off with a kung fu film.
Can't get bad after that.
Yeah, we
it's all
practiced
uphill.
kicks. Yeah. So it was funny because we liked them so much. He would call me what's up, little Cobra, Mini Cheech? What are you doing? So from there I started calling him Sensei. He's my teacher, because I'm always observing.
The sitcom just waiting to happen.
Oh my god. Awesome.
I'm hearing it now, and
All
now I'm
day.
like, oh.
Right,
It's
Cobra and Sensei. But yeah, I'm always trying to learn from him in general. And then one day he sits me down, and it felt like a job interview. And he's like, what do you think about tattooing? And I'm like, oh my god. I got really nervous because I was excited. And of course I wanted to. I didn't Christian's he's old school with it. And he's trained, and he's a master of the trade, you know what I mean? So I was like,
he's very humble, but it's true.
It is true. And I was like, this is great honor. I was like, I will digest it. And I bowed out and left and cried. No. So it's amazing. I feel very lucky. And I know I can't even imagine how much more, it's been not even a month, and I'm learning so much. And I'm just gonna learn so much more, and I couldn't feel luckier because we get along so well. He's such a good human being. And that helps, you know what I mean? Like, he's the best ever, he's the most talented, like, so I'm like, what's my homework, sensei? And he's like, draw lines 1,000 times, and I'm like, all right. And that's that, yeah.
So, what has been the most difficult homework that he has given you?
So far,
probably 10,000 lines.
yeah, probably the 10,000 lines.
1-inch lines.
Yeah, just like having them straight. Well, my thing is that, like, I could rush sometimes in art. I've always been an artist and all that, but like I've never like, which is another reason I feel so happy and like lucky, because like I always want a mentor, like someone to tell me what to do, so I have like a plan. Because my mind, the way it is, I'm like, I'll do this. Oh, a bird. You know what I mean? So like, so when Christian taught me to like, he's like, okay, 1,000 lines, and I'm like, fine. And he's like, slow. Treat each line like a masterpiece, right? So I'm like, oh. And now but what it's doing is it's teaching me A, patience. B, how to like slow things down, and C, like how to draw a straight line.
Wax on, wax off.
Yeah, exactly. And it all comes together. Cobra Kai.
Cobra and Sensei.
Yes.
This is gonna go into a TV show, a kung fu movie, and
yeah,
an
we're gonna just keep rolling with it.
Yeah.
An anime, I think, is the one that's gonna hit for me. I already look like an anime character.
Totally.
I look like a human anime.
Yeah.
So, as an artist yourself, like, what do you find to be your personal inspirations as an artist? Like, do you paint also? Because I'm really good at stick figures. Pretty.
Oh, nice. I gotta check those out. Well, I actually design apparel. I have a clothing line. That's actually why we met at the tattoo convention, because that's my demographic and that's where I sell my clothing.
There must be those great jackets I saw in the front.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did like a Roses and Rebels Chiflo jacket, and that's why the name Cheech, by the way. I'm not like a chronic stoner. It's, because Chiflo became Cheech, if it makes sense, but like legalized weed, I don't know what to say. So anyway,
Oh my god.
but yeah, so I chose that the best way to display my art was on apparel, because I got really into graphic design. From college, I was taking PR advertising classes and also a lot of design classes. And so the more that I would like have been doing graphic design and apparel design and very like, you know, like hard, like almost like stamp art kind of stuff, like I lost my pencil, you know what I mean? Like I can't find it, where is it? No, but like it's like I lost my drawing a little bit, or my confidence in it. So what's also great is that Christian's gonna totally like from scratch build my foundation, and then I'm gonna feel way more confident in anything that has to do with art, because like if I'm tracing lines, I'm sure one day maybe he'll make me trace like, you know, 2 lines, or you know, like something more advanced. But yeah, I'm just gonna shadow him. It's gonna get really annoying soon.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
I'll just move
I
the
even
shop.
order the same coffee as he does. I'm like, I'll take that too. Yes, I think it will make me pink.
One day you're gonna just like come in, the shop will be moved. I'm like, I couldn't take it anymore. No, I'm just joking.
I'll be waiting here forever though. You come in 20 years later, you're still here? I'm like, Master, it's been too long.
Like the puppy in Futurama. You guys know what I'm talking about?
God, yes, I'm glad to be compared to that.
Oh no, it's cute.
But yeah.
So when you have to ask you also, what 3 people that are alive would you want to tattoo?
Okay, well, first of all, by the way, Johnny Cash, I heard that you said that. Amazing answer. But I won't steal it.
You can't steal it. Don't steal my answers.
I'll give you that. Is that
I could pick hers better than I can pick mine.
Oh,
Probably not.
Wait, so now we have to give 6
Bruce Lee.
people.
Bruce Lee! Yes!
Yeah.
Because Chiflo, flow like water, my friend, you know?
Alright,
Be
so
like
that's
water.
one.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, like, you know? Oh man, Jimi Hendrix.
Nice.
Would be dope, because I love him. He inspires a lot of ideas that I have, just like listening to his music and being able to zone out. I'm like, yeah, 27 Club, and then I'm just like getting, you know, into that whole vibe. And then, oh man, maybe like Danny Trejo.
He's not dead, dude.
Dead or
I said
alive?
dead or
Oh, I
alive.
thought you said dead. How come mine gotta be dead?
Also Jesus.
Wait,
No, I said dead or alive.
I know you said dead people.
Is it
Danny
dead or
Trejo.
alive?
Dead or alive?
I love Danny Trejo.
Wait, then I want to change my answer.
Okay, wait.
No, I'm just joking.
We're gonna add alive people now.
Yeah.
Elvis.
Live
Oh,
people.
there's so many. But Danny Trejo.
He's a really fun guy. He's cool.
I'm also very inspired by like Tarantino stuff and Tarantino movies and the whole like desert cowboy like Kill Bill ninja. But somehow that whole thing, yeah, makes sense. So Danny Trejo and Machete, like, I would love to tattoo him. I'd be honored. Danny, if you're out there.
She only knows Danny Trejo from those like cable internet commercials. She didn't know that he did anything before that. She's just like, it's funny when he wears a wig.
No, Danny Trejo was definitely in other things.
Cool, name 3.
Okay. Jerk. Machete, badass. Machete 2.
Oh wait, dude, you can't do 1 and 2?
Breaking Bad, he was Tortuga. Get out of town. I'm a Danny Trejo fan.
I love this vibe.
This is all they ever do. We have so much
This
fun.
is all we do.
I think we almost like we put on. We're not putting on a show, but it's a show for like our clients. Like they're just laughing the whole time.
No worries.
Because Christian's hysterical, and I just play off that.
Oh my god.
They're gonna make a sitcom after this.
Yeah. Christian and Christina.
Yeah.
Sitcom and then the anime Cobra and Sensei.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
god, I can't wait. I can't wait.
That's awesome.
That's such a good idea.
Oh man, you guys are absolutely wonderful. I'm so happy to just be here. I really love what you guys are doing. I love the fact that you're going back to the old ways of doing it. Like, okay, now I'm gonna be tattooing. So my next 2 tattoos could be done by either or.
Ah, who will it be? Ooh, a new reality show, right? Cobra or Sensei. Sensei wins every round.
It'll be great because we'll have shots of you guys like standing in the window and like even though the window's closed, the window'll still be blowing.
Oh my god! Oh my god, you're
Because
genius.
it's not an anime unless the wind's like blowing in
Yeah,
the hair.
it's more dramatic. It's just like
I'll get my
I
hair
can
blue
picture
again
it.
or I'll do it
Nice,
like I
nice.
used to. It'll be perfect.
I love it. Okay, I'm ready. I'm gonna start preparing. So I'm gonna do 10 kicks a night.
What you guys have is absolutely a beautiful shop. I definitely would recommend it. I've been to other tattoo parlors, and not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just that it's a different feel when you're going up against the wall. And you're like, okay, I want that one, or can you kind of do this idea? And you don't really get the homey feel that you're getting here. I mean, you got 2 people here, like brother and sister. I mean, I love the jokes here. This is fantastic. The ambiance here is just wonderful. So I recommend this place for anyone who's definitely going to stop by and get a tattoo.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
for coming out.
Yeah,
and hanging out with
you're
us.
so awesome.
I wasn't gonna miss it for the world. I was like, what? This is right up my alley.
It's awesome.
So
We're so happy you're
Yeah.
Thank
You
you.
better come back and like just visit all the time.
Oh no, trust me, I am.
Okay.
Just a heads up, mom.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to keep her away.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll check you out next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Guys, take care.
I still stare into the camera.